Hey, this is Danielle. Welcome to the free video. So tonight I'm going to be talking about Amazon. We have officially gotten through Black Friday and Cyber Monday, and we've also finally been able to climb up above the 50 period simple. We've seen our candles shift from red to yellow to green. This is indicative of a trend shift here. And after the messiness that we've seen in these FANG stocks over the course of the past 2 months, we were definitely seeing some nice movement today. Now, normally I wouldn't pick a so-called laggard, but you'll notice that the S&P made a new all-time high today, and what you have here with the FANGs is they're all back at the 50 simple. So, you know, normally I wouldn't like a laggard, but I don't really consider them laggards because, I mean, they're large cap tech stocks that have just been a little funky as of late. So I'm looking to get long these names going into the end of December and especially monthly expiration. So without getting into the Santa rally just yet, I'm just going to talk about from now until monthly options expiration. So what I'm looking at in Amazon is a series of butterflies. This is what I like to call my stacked profits butterfly strategy. So basically what I do is I identify multiple different target zones that I can possibly place butterflies at, okay? So in Amazon, for example, we have a key area of resistance. It's right about here, 32.34. Let's call it 32.50. But we're already there, right? So clearly we can't place a target there. The next area of resistance is coming in right at around this big round number at 3,300. After that, we have another target right at about 3,400. You see where this voodoo line is. And then after that, you have a target at 3,500. So typically what I'll do in this instance when I have a directional setup is I will place a trade with the target here at the closest dated expiration. And then I'll place another butterfly with the target here at a further dated expiration. And then another butterfly here, and you get the picture, right? Based on the expected move. So if I know that I'm targeting 3,300, 3,400, and then 3,500, the question is, okay, well, when do we think we're going to be there? So into the end of the week, we have an $82 expected move. That would be a move into, you guessed it, 3,300. So, of course it would have to go straight there if the market's a little bit soft. It could be next week. But in general, this is how I set up the trades. So I also want to look for high open interest. We have some high open interest at right here at the 3,300 strike price, and that's going to be 3,927 open contracts. So typically what I'll do in this instance is I will buy a butterfly. You can make your butterfly as wide as you want. Typically, the wider the better because a butterfly is a target, all right? And so what you're trying to do is, you're sitting here at 32.20 and you're targeting a higher price, which is 3,300, and your goal is for the stock to go from here to here and come up into your range, and this is your target zone. Your target's 3,300, and how wide you make the wings is going to determine, when are you going to get within your target zone? Like when you're looking at a dartboard, even if you don't hit the middle of the dartboard, you still get some points if, you hit the circle right outside it or even the circle outside of that. You just want to get on the board, right? So you want to make sure that your target is wide enough, and that'll give you pretty solid risk to reward too. So I like that. You just have to decide, like I said, how much risk you want to have on the table. It's going to be more expensive the wider that it is. After that, we have a target of 3,400. So my question is, all right, well, when could it be at 3,400? And we have basically a $200 expected move into the December 18 series, okay? So you could, let's say that the FANGs just totally break out, then doing it next week would probably be a little bit better. You want to have your butterfly timed as closely as you can. But when you're looking at the monthly expiration series, this is a great series to trade on Amazon. It's really highly traded. The open interest can be pretty nice and a pretty nice magnet. And you also have to remember, it's not going to go straight up or straight down. So if it has a $192 expected move, there's going to be days where it's down. So right now you can see that the open interest here is about 28,000 or 2,800 open contracts, which varies significantly from these additional contracts right here. So that is sticking out to me pretty clearly. And there's 17 days on this. Now, if you look at this butterfly, people always want to do it like 50 cents, $5 wide. Do not do that on a product like Amazon. It's just, the probability of that working is so low. So remember, make your target as wide as you can, at least as wide as you can for what you want to pay. Now for this one, $50 wide, $3.58. I mean, I think that's a great trade. Honestly though, I would make it a little bit wider. 3,300, 3,400, 3,500. This is going to be more expensive, but the benefit is your target is wider and you're only $80 away from this option being in the money. So what you want when you're structuring your butterflies is you want that first leg right here to go in the money. So if you're trading at 32.20 and Amazon's going like this, and you're targeting 3,400, okay, your goal is to get this option in the money as soon as possible, because when that option gets in the money, that's when you really start making money on the butterfly, because this is an in the money option. And as long as this one stays out of the money, you're making money on this one via theta decay, and you're making money on this one because it's going up because it's in the money. So that is how I would trade this. Honestly, the rest of the fangs, I would do the same thing. You know, you've got Microsoft, you've got Netflix, Adobe. Wouldn't do a fly with Adobe just because it has earnings next week. I would just buy long calls on that. But you can do the exact same thing on all of these FANG stocks. So other than that, I hope that you have found this helpful. If you want to learn more, you can go to my free newsletter at www.fivestartrader.com. That is FIVESTARTRADER.com. And you can learn more strategies like this. Click right here and sign up today. Other than that, have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you in the next one.